Hello. We are alive. My voice is still missing, but hopefully my microphone is better this time. It looks like the levels are good. But we are going to do some work today, so look alive, people. Let me make sure I share my thing. Let's see. Kachoo might have to get fired. Let's see. I say, where am I? A little early. There we go. Hi, Autism Mom. It's so good to see you. Do this. There we go. Ah, good to see you. I'm excited. We're gonna pack in some work. Hi, Rosa Spin. It's so good to be back. I really liked California, but I definitely missed here. I'm doing well, but my voice is still missing, and I'm still feeling a little crummy, but it's more getting caught up with some things. And hi, Sophie. Hi, Em. I did look up that a lot of people lose their voices on planes for whatever reason because it's so dry. Kachoo. So for some reason, Kachoo is a little extra rambunctious today. Oh dear. So you may have to be put on probation again. Very cool. Well, I'm just going to start it because the reason I'm starting early, in case you didn't see or don't know yet, is because I have a meeting / training at 2:30. So that's in, a little less than 2 hours. So we're going to see how much shit we get done while doing this. I always get sick after a trip. How are you doing? I'm feeling a lot better now. I have like medicine and stuff, but that's interesting. And then when I fly the cold and lots of mucus, I also end up with an ear infection. That sucks. Look at you. Yeah, I'm definitely having some flare-ups that don't. Ooh, you got an old PC. It's very interesting. I had an amazing time in California. I'm just sorry that I sound like this. An amazing time in California. I feel really good that I went. My body's just recovering and I sound worse than I actually feel because I still feel like a little crummy, but it's nothing crazy. But yes. But I came back to like a whole bunch of work, which is interesting because it was very light work while there, to the point where I was able to kind of finish it and just go and enjoy vacation, which is great. But because the next month has started up, there's these new things that I'm doing, and I'm also getting trained on something else. So I'm going to be working. That's why, sorry, it's a little like, I had to skip yesterday because I felt too exhausted. And then today I know is a little wonky because I'm going to be focusing on work and stuff. But I guess that's the whole point, is to do that. There. Oh, I got a drift doodle. A little guy. Kachoo's doing his thing where he winces in my face and acts sick. I'm the sick one today, friend. Wipe your little eye, because you're not being obnoxious to get attention. Your eye is fine. Yes. Tell me what you're going to be working on, because I want to know what you're working on. Is it going to be work? Is it going to be creative stuff? I would like to know. I just don't know how my voice is worse feeling today, like sounding and feeling today. Um, Another option is that when it comes to the training time, now it's gonna go over, never mind. I was like, I could just mute myself and disappear for a little bit and everyone could kind of do their own thing. But hi. Hello, I do see you. That's a much better, nicer way to talk to me. Because you were being a little obnoxious before. Nope, still stuck. Alright. Let's see, what are we working on? I'm painting a little bit. I love that. I'm processing new orders today for my job. I love that. Gonna work on another illustration for the next YouTube video showing my entire process. Very cool. Work just approved to me buy a hydraulic desk for my home office, so I'll be preparing a space for that. That is so cool. Hi Thomas, I'm a little early. It's early, isn't it early? Yeah, it's early because I have a training that I have to do that I had just learned about, and I was like, well, fuck. Well, I'll just do this early and I'll end right at the time I need to do a training. I'm snacking before class because I waited too long to start grading assignments and now there isn't enough time. Perfect. You just grade and snack and it'll be okay. The anxiety is anxietying this week. Well, you've got to have some, like, because, you know, classes started back up and, like, that's so much. So I do get that. That's a big change to schedule. It's an hour early. Iona has other plans for it. Yes, I was a little bit voluntold that I'm going to be in a training, but I'm not going to be like, I can't. I'm live streaming. I'm live streaming productivity at that time. I can't be more productive. Hi, Lefty. The ads are back. I forgot this was a temp membership. Oh, wow. That's okay. Thank you, Lefty, for being here. Now it works. I'm working. I need to do that too. I'm going to dive into working right now. And I'm going to try and finish some of these reports. At the beginning of the month, there's a bunch of these reports that I do. Oh my gosh, my voice is going. I love how every time I've had, like last time and this time that I've done it, I just think, oh, that's so nice. Oh, thank you, Sophie. Take this, ads be gone. That's so, so sweet. Thank you, Sophie. That's so annoying that they do that. To anyone who does have to watch the ads, I hope that it's very like minimal, because I tried to make it as minimal as possible. Like I found the slider and I was able to make it like as teensy weensy as possible. Yeah, that's very sweet. Okay, gonna go back into here. I'm gonna complete this report. I'm sorry, I'm a little more quiet than usual. Actually, I'm gonna put this in here. Rearrange. She licked me. He licked me. Hope you're doing well and on the trip recovery. Thank you. I just sound a little rough. I can hear Kitty purring. I'm guessing Kachoo. Yes, sorry, Kachoo is right here. He's right here. He's just being really obnoxious today. So we'll see how long he lasts here. I love that you can hear him from afar. Like, he's all the way over here. Okay, I did that, I did that, I did that, I did that. I did that. Okay. Now I need to do this. Okay. The little white fluff in along at the bottom of the screen. Yeah. He's currently like gripping my arm. He's a mess. With his little arm reaching up at random, yeah. It's ridiculous. Hello. Oh, hello. I'm glad he's not like flopping into me. Like as I was starting the stream, he was running and like jumping up here, crashing into stuff, and then flopping into my chest. I'm like, you cannot act like that. That is dangerous for you to do. Do you want your face to be flatter? I didn't think so. What a mess. Pip squeak. Thank you, Neighborino. How did you know your lawnmower noise was what I needed right now? Lawnmower noises are so intense. I gotta head out, but it was nice to see everyone for a bit. Have fun. I hope you have fun. Ooh, Jay, you got a croissant shark. Those are so or like pricey. Like that's good. That was a good find. I love how you started this. You're like, I'm here, and then you're just gonna start it strong. Yeah, no sense of self-preservation at all. Just a mess. First time getting a triple exclamation mark fish. That's awesome. That is, ouch. You cannot scratch my face. That is not nice. Even if it's by accident. Ooh, you got a swordfish. That is so cool. Oopsie, that's not the right link. Here we go. Let's see. Oh man, I skipped something. I knew I was forgetting something. I couldn't figure out what it was. But now I know. A nugget. Wow. Not the baby shark song. I love how Thomas, no, you earworm criminal. We don't need more remixes of that song. That's so funny. I need to decide if I want to fully jump into outlining Grimdark Book 1 this week, or if I want to work on something else, something smaller, while I wait. Ow! Ugh. 1 second. He ripped out my headphone. Buddy, that really hurt. Ugh. There we go. That's been a while since that happened. He always almost does it. I wasn't paying attention. You rapscallion. I think that's fun to look at like the different things you might outline. Also, this is not the right link either. This is giving me the runaround. What? Hold on. Okay, there we go. Jeez Louise, that scared me for a second. Okay. Nothing. Okay. No. Kachoo, the god of mischief, strikes again. Is it vengeance for your absence? Oh, maybe. I could totally see him doing that. But for other things, but for that one, I think I just didn't. Basically, I feel like he's a wannabe gymnast. And every time he does something, I'm like, I don't know. I'm just like, come on. Come on. Like, you can do this, and then I have to assist him. Like, I'm his spotter all the time. And that time I was not being a good spotter, so he entangled himself and then leapt. What? Oh, come on. Hold on. There we go. There we go. I used this focus round to have dessert. I just finished a little ice cream. I love that. I love that. I think that's awesome. I need to check something before we take our first break. time for a break. I'm pausing this. There we go. Okie pokey. We're gonna play this ding dang game, even though it's winter time now. Let's see if I can find this. There we go. The winter festival is so fun. Okay, then I'll go for that. What is today's date? Okay, it's a Sunday. I like the little pictures there. I'm gonna try and go back to the castle ruins again, even though it's expensive. I'm actually having a bit of a starve. Maybe I should go slather some hummus into a tortilla. I think that's a really good idea. That sounds really good. Fantasy, fact, crime. Although, wait a minute. Actually, isn't what's-her-name still at the hospital? Let me see what they like. Drama, fact, and fantasy. That's awesome. Your gummy worms. Oh, we're almost at $50. Yeah, let's just stay at the hospital. Drama, fact, fantasy. Drama. Fact. Fantasy. And more drama. Not the trolley. More fantasy. More fact. Let's see what happens. Actually, I wonder if I should do a little bit of... Last time they liked a little bit of fun. Yeah. I love how we're all getting gummy worms now. I'm gonna see what they have to say. All in the DNA. Man, they're so gossipy. I love it. Tilda's in there, so we can always visit her. I think he saw another cat from the balcony and he'd keep an eye on it from it. I'm happy to report that the doctors are already boasting about Tilda's recovery, but of course she's still healing and in some pain. She requires a lot of rest. I arrived first thing this morning to check on her again, so I barely had any time at home or time to think. Hopefully the Liberté will be alright. Oh dear, I have never been away from it this long. I suppose it's out of my hands. Tilda needs me more. You should go in and say hello now. I'm sure she's waiting for you. Okay, girl. Hold on. Let me do that. Hello. That's very sweet. That's so sweet. Let's hope I can do it all justice. Looks like even someone as steadfast as Tilda can sometimes get a little lost. There's so much time to dwell on it. Ooh, what did it say? Good job, Sophie, catching an actual fish. Are there any fish left in the pond? Not today. That means you should definitely fish more. Like, definitely. What happens if I visit her again? Oh. It just lets me visit her once. I like that we have a little snowman. Whoa, you got a candy Corridorus. Oh good, I sold 50 books. Okay, a classic by women. Ocean Beyond is amazing, but they're not a lady. Okay, let's have a little bit of time. There we go. Will my headache go away soon? 100% happening. Good. I hope it's not trolling you. Fact book about animals. Maybe the seashell one. There's plants, but I'm just gonna give them the spirals one. I do really want to play a game with you where you go in and you, it's like Lost Lullabies or something, and you have to figure out why certain ghosts are stuck. Okay, so old, like classic romance. There we go. The Bronte sisters have been helping us today. There's put pizza in the oven for dinner, but I also kind of don't want to. It's like the ultimate lazy food, and I'm too lazy for it. I totally get that. I need to have like almost like companionship while I'm doing like a task like that. We can be your companion. Look at this person. They are like booking it up. Look at that. They're still going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That was crazy. Oh, they're still going. Yeah, 13. Damn. Thank you for your business, my lord. They're an ace reader in both senses of the word. That's funny. Can I talk to the cat? Freya, hello. I wonder to see if there's anything I can collect. Oh! Just a random coin. There we go. Because I sold. Oh, the radiologist. Wait, there's a radiologist, a pharmacist, and... You won't spill the beans? I will only spill it to everyone watching right now. Jenny has a massive crush on that new phlebotomist. Really? Jenny from orthopedics? No, gods no. Jenny, the physical therapist with the purple hair. Receptionist is the meddling receptionist. Oh wait, no, maybe this is... I thought he was the pharmacist, but... They do look good together. Wouldn't they? But if you know Jenny, she'll never ask them out. Maybe those two just need a little push. Alright, we just need to recommend 5 romance titles. Romance alert. That's exciting. Okay, so tomorrow I'm gonna go to... Oh my gosh, what is it? Oh wait, tomorrow's Sunday. Oh wait, no, today is Sunday. Tomorrow I need to go to this place. So, I'm at the Mega Marché. No. Yes, the Mega Marché. So, I'll do that tomorrow. And then, after that, because there's final exams, I should go back to the... Oh my god, what is the name of it? The university, I think. That'll be good. Okay. I'll do that. I can get one of our vendor websites to load and it's making me want to go home for the day. I don't blame you at all. Good, you're eating, Thomas. That's so good. Okay, I'm gonna go back to working. I'm sorry I'm being a little more boring this time. Thank you for bearing with me. I also cannot forget that the whole point of me doing this is that I have a training. So I'm gonna set an alarm at like 2:15. 2:20. Going in. I love that Kachoo is here again. Here he is, just doing some business, working on his stuff, just having the time of his life. There we go. I think I fixed it. How dare you not be our dancing monkey on stream? That's hilarious. I kind of wish I could be. Just be a little bit of a better host, but that's okay. And actually now I think I have to go to the bathroom. Hold on, let me pause my timesheet thing. I'm gonna set Kachoo up so that he takes care of you. Here is your new host. I don't know how good he will be at it. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. We're here to be in your company. The entertainment is just the cherry on top. That's very sweet, Sophie. Thank you. Okay, I'll be right back. You be good. You won't be good, but hopefully we hold together. Thank you for holding down the fort, buddy. Okay. Oh, I'm never boring. Thank you. Truly, I've missed these streams, and I'm so happy to have them have time again to be on them. I'm so glad you're here, Em. It was not as a pressure thing, but it was weird without you. But also not as like a you have to be here or else kind of thing either. I do. His meow is so funny. This is gonna sound hypocritical, but it's so like scratchy and like meh. But meanwhile, I say that and my throat's really scratchy today too. Okay. Pull this back up. I am genuinely getting a lot of stuff done, and it just amazes me because it's so fun and less stressful to do it whenever like to do work or writing or whatever's going on like with you here. But I feel like every time I'm like, oh, I must not have gotten a lot done, and then I look and I have. So selfishly, the lack of streams last week was sad, but parasocially, experiencing Iona's adventure on planet California was magical, and I think it's fantastic. Thanks for being there, because I was so like, it was so strange to be there, and I am happy to be back, but it was a really good experience. I love the schedule of these streams. They're so calming too. Okay, good. I'm doing Duolingo now. Nice. That's so cool. I love these streams. I really missed them last week. I missed them too. I tried. Oh, I was so embarrassed. Last week I randomly was like, you know what? I came back from hiking in the redwoods, and this was crazy and all this stuff. And I can't believe that, like, I told Jenna that I went hiking, and she's like, I didn't know you were going to go hike. I thought you were just going to go look at them. There are mountain lions everywhere. Like, you can't, like, do that. I'll have to tell you guys at some point about my hike, because it was, like, crazy. It was really cool, though. But, or maybe I should make, like, because I took a lot of videos. I just didn't want to post anything about when I was there, because I didn't want to be, like, maybe I'm, like, being a little paranoid, but didn't want to be like, today I'm going to the Redwood Forest at Big Basin, blah blah blah, because I don't know who sees my stuff or who has ill intent or good intent and stuff like that. So, you know, there's just like, I was just being like a little bit more reserved with posting, but now that I'm back, I have all this footage and stuff, so maybe I should talk about my hike. Because that was a very interesting otherworldly adventure. But I was so embarrassed whenever I did a live stream when I got back, because I started it and I was like, wow, what a great time. And then the internet was really bad. And then luckily only Jay and Thomas were there, I think. But then all of a sudden my stomach was like not happy with me. It was like very upset. And it hit me like randomly, and I was like, never mind, I have to end stream now, bye. But I thought it was nice that they were supportive. Kachoo, mountain lion? I'm not lion enough for you. He does have a big name. Oh yeah, never post about being at a location while you're at the location. See, that's what I'm talking about, so. Kachoo is being oh so snuggly. He is. He's being ridiculously snuggly. 100%. I've only now started posting about my trip. Better to be safe. Yes. Yes. I can't wait to see more about your trip, Ben. It was a short but lovely meeting. It was like 20 minutes. It was a very glitchy, slow 20 minutes, and I was like, okay, bye. It was totally fine. Your well-being always comes first. Thanks, Jay. I'm always so hard on myself, and everyone makes me feel so much better. So thank you for having me be like a healthier person. Oh, I love when he does this. Here, let me do this. I love when he does this, because he like hops up here and folds his little paws, and it looks like he's gonna do some kitty cat business. He's like, yeah, I'm working 9 to 5 too. It was 20 minutes, but selfishly I was excited to share news. I'm still flying high on it, though. I know I need to come down. No, you don't need to come down. That flying high on that feeling, it's just hold on to that. He's a cat assistant. That's so cute. He's a cat assistant that helps me be consistent. So in case you don't know, Thomas finished his manuscript, and it was something he's been working on for a long time. And I hope it's okay. I actually should have asked you this, Thomas, but I bragged about you and Casey in my newsletter. I didn't name any names, but I was like, we now have two people that have finished their manuscript, and there was the support of the stream. So I'm not saying because of the stream you finished it. I didn't say that, but it was just more like we have a good environment and a good group here, and we'll cheer everybody. We'll cheer everybody on. My God. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I'm super happy for Thomas. And the other thing, okay, I'm gonna be annoying again. I don't know why you're like, oh, I shouldn't feel good for a long period of time about my accomplishment. That doesn't make any fucking sense. You're supposed to feel good about reaching a goal for as long as possible, if not forever. There are so many times where people have never ever, and this is okay too, but people never ever finish their first draft or their manuscript at all. And you did that. It's a huge accomplishment. No matter whatever happens in the lifetime of that book, finishing a manuscript is really incredible. Yeah. And you can mention me in your newsletter if you want to. I don't mind. That's good because I did it already. Yeah. I just don't want people to start being like, yeah, Thomas, we get it. You finished a work in progress. Whoop-de-doo. Shut up and get over it. Bro, if you are friends with someone like that, then they're not your friend. And if someone is like that here, then they're not welcome at the stream, because that is a wild reaction to have when someone reaches their goal, to be like, actually, you should shut up about it. I genuinely feel like whenever I was friends with someone like that, because I do have that experience, and you must have, or I'm kind of assuming you've had that experience with someone being like, yeah, we get it, like, stop talking about it, or you wouldn't be like kind of like worried about that. There's like history there. And so I just think it's like, I've had quote friends with that, and those are types of people that just tear you down and don't want you to do well. And the thing is that people like that do not succeed. They just don't. They just do not succeed. So I think that you're great, and that you should like experience your happiness forever related to that huge accomplishment, because so many people don't even have it. That's like me not shutting up about my trip to California. I've never been that far west, and there's so many people I know that never leave a state. So yeah. I just realized I'm not subscribed to your newsletter, and I'm going to fix that now. Oh, that's okay, Lefty. That's totally okay. But yes, and I can send you the one that I sent the other day. I went through all my adventures kind of briefly in it. I had a lovely surprise message about my webcomic in my mail inbox today, and it made me cry. That's so sweet, Sophie. It's a huge achievement. You should be proud and shout it from the rooftops. Seriously, Thomas, ride that high as long as it lasts. It's a huge thing. Yeah. It only took about 14 and a half months to do. Honestly, it's a chunk of a book. I'm surprised you wrote it that quickly. So, that's impressive. That's really impressive. Usually takes years and years and years. Also, I'm struggling to find this. 1 second. I'm sorry, I'm walking in for just a minute, because I don't understand where this is. Oh, you know what? I might need to do this. Yeah, that's what it's on a different website. This can't be right. There we go. Okay, I figured it out. Sorry, I had to fixate on that real quick. And now this one is done. So cool. Okay. Let's see. If I'm filling with my outline for that long, you're good. Yeah, see, Sophie knows. Where do I go on your website? But I think I'm filling in the contact form now. Yes, it's that one. I need to rename it. Yes, I'm not signed up for it either. I know I tried signing up Jenna's a few times, but still don't get it, so I don't know what's wrong there. Oh, that's weird. Down in the footer. Yeah, you can, and you can do the contact form too. Like either, both of them do it. The subscribing to newsletter also has a contact form. It disoriented me a bit too, but it took the chance to leave a nice note, Toyota. So sweet. I just subscribed a couple of days ago and I got the email. Yes, Rosa's pen was really cool. Yes, I'm so sorry because how I set it up at first was whenever the podcast was going, I had it set up so that you could send me like information. Like you could be like, oh, here's a scary story or that happened to me or here's an encounter I had. So I had it set up that way. That's why it looks like that. But I was like, oh, just sign up for the newsletter or you can contact me. So, yes. I signed up. That's awesome. Already have submitted then, hopefully. Right, I think so. Here, I can actually check. Also, I can go in and just add you too. Got a big mama pickle. Oh, look, you have a 11,114. It's like 11114. Alright, let me go into my Wix real quick. Doo-doo-doo. It's time for a little break. I know that two-factor authentication helps us, but I'm getting frustrated with it. Oh my. Oh dear. Let me see. I got Thomas's, and I don't have... Oopsie, shoot. But I don't have... That's so sweet, Rosa's pen. I didn't even see your message until just right now. That's so, so kind. That makes me feel so, like, connected. Very sweet. Aw, I said hi. Aw. Okay, so if I go to my thing, I see Thomas and I see Rosa's pin, obviously. But I thought, Lefty, that you were part of it, but let me just check my email. Let me see the statistics on this. There's a way I can see who it's sent to. I guess it's like kind of a lot of people. I wish there was a way I could check. I know there's a way I can check, but the Banara. Do you have another email address you could try? I'll try again. I can't remember which address I used. No, Thomas, I got yours. Don't worry. I just don't think I have Lefty's. Or Right, I've submitted it then, hopefully, right? I think I just don't see lefties. I see yours, Thomas, and I see Rose's pin, for example, because they were more recent. But I don't know. Oh, and I got Autism Mom, so that's nice. Things are going through. That's okay. I'll make sure that I get yours. Knocks for email. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Inbox. No. Customer. No. Contacts. There we go. And let me look through my... I know there's a way I can look through my contacts. I'm spelling Lily wrong. Jesus Christ. It's not in there. Well, you know what? Okay. Actually, just private message me your email. And I will just add you in there so you don't have to worry about it. But yeah. But no pressure either. Now it's like, you will get my email. You are going to get signed up for my email. Okay. Got it. Okay. I'm going to play this game. Real quick. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. I wish there was like a warming effect one. What am I low on? I'm okay with some. I might get more drama. Ooh, got classics too. Nice. Okay. And that should be good. I don't have fact books, I see. Nice. Okay. We're going to the Mega Marché. We're gonna see what kind of crime, drama, facts. Crime, drama, facts, more crime, more drama. Damn it. More facts. And I'm gonna put a couple little classics sprinkled in there. Let's see what happens. I said I'd take a week off from Titaniara once the first draft was done, and I'm doing that. I can't decide if that means I should return to it on Saturday and spend part of the weekend on it, or return to it Monday and spend the weekend on whatever else I'm doing now. You can honestly just try it, and then... Oh, look, it's a wiggly arm tube man! Whoa. Mesmerizing. Hilarious. That is so funny. Do these guys not travel south for the winter? That is so strange. That's so funny. Okay. Yeah, Thomas, for you, it might not actually, like, you won't know what's right and what isn't right for you until you kind of just set up things. -1 per sale, what the hell? Why? Oh, because it's on sale. I have my books on sale. That's okay. Also, maybe one outline in the Grimdark book one, or I start prodding little sci-fi fantasy stories I have in my mind, or I start poking at war building stories for the Dodoverse. I think you honestly, like, it might be surprising to you, but you can do all of those things. Not in like, oh, make sure you do all of those things, but in like a in like a you'll know what's right for you once you start working on stuff, and you may do a little bit of everything. Because I still have this theory that you need to do more than one project at a time, and that you'll actually be more like involved whenever you can do that. Throw some dice, yeah. Light and entertainment. Okay. Let's do a drama. What if we did P.S. I Still Love You? I'm gonna try P.S. I Still Love You and see what happens. No. Oh, I bet you they wanted a fact book. Damn. Okay. I'm bummed. Kachoo, what's happening to you? What are you even trying to itch? Do you have something in your ear? Hold on. This guy is a mess. You just have a little bit of crusties. For the most part, you're good. Maybe later today I'll do like a deep clean. A Breakneck, the board game. Highly competitive strategy board game is Tilda's favorite. Interesting. Calming, standing, and small. Interesting. Oh man, it's time to focus again. Oh my gosh, the Wiggly Arm 2 man is supposed to be Saint Buxton. Passed my last exam, only read serious sophisticated literature, blah 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 blah. Female pen literature. Okay. Alright, let's just give her some Virginia Woolf. It might not be bad to explore a short story, whether a doe connected or not, a shorter work before I jump into another long boy. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, and it doesn't have to be, there doesn't have to be like, I'm gonna like gently challenge you not to say before or after or whatever, because you don't have to assign it like first, second, third like that. You can do things simultaneously. Let's see. This looks cool. Why we still tell fairy tales? Well, I want that. Let's try this one, see if she likes it. Nice. Just a story why we still tell fairy tales. I bet your Kachoo is shedding. Because you're kind of being itchy and extra fluffy. Do I need to shave you again? Just to speed up the process. Maybe possible. Okay. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna go back to working. Sit down, buddy. Ouch. Oh yeah, I like what Sophie said where she said throw some dice, and if they land on something you don't want to do, then they're saying like, no, it's not time for that yet, because there's actually a thing to do in therapy where basically like what's I forget the thing with it, but like you say, okay, we can't decide, let's flip a coin, and you flip it and you hide it and you say, what are you hoping it's going to be? And it's like this very powerful like moment where it's very clear to that person. And so that's the thing where you can kind of do that to yourself a little bit, where you're like, if you're like, I don't even want to do that, it's okay because it's still helping you narrow down what you do and don't want to do. Why are you upset that you're up here? You were asking to come up here, now you went back down. What do you want? Let's see if I can finish chapter 11. I'm one scene away. Hell yes, Lefty. You are almost there. Okay. I just keep thinking about Rose's Pin's message because we have like a lot of similar life stuff, or like the way our brains are set up in our, oh my gosh, our career paths and stuff. It's very interesting. Look at that good connection. I just feel bad that I didn't see it until right now. I thought you were talking about the email you respond with, the one where you responded to my email. I'm like, what a cool experience you had, but I like the little message you left. Okay, let's see. One of the reports I'm going to do, not right now, but it's a doozy. It's like very convoluted and very easy to mess up the numbers and the reporting and stuff. So I'm not doing that on stream, but I'm just getting a little overwhelmed thinking about it. So I think I just need to focus on just this. nice. We got a salmon. Fred is here. Hi, Fred. I'm sorry about my voice. I've been traveling. How have you been, Fred? Ew. There's that soggy chicken nugget again. That one always grosses me out. Kachoo, what is happening to you? What's the goal? Okay. I think he's just not able to move correctly. I think it would be really funny if I tried to make a Muppet that was inspired by Kachoo. Because you know how much I love puppets. So this would just be leaning into my interest at this point. Just sipping some coffee right now. That is lovely. Fred, I don't think I got to tell you, but I traveled to California and I won't shut up about it. And I just got back yesterday? No, I got back the day before that. That's why my voice sounds gross, because for some reason, whenever I fly in planes, it makes my voice get lost. And I also had a little bit of an autoimmune disorder flare up because I overdid it with hiking and traveling to San Francisco and all that stuff. But, oh my god, what was the point of me saying this? There was a whole point of me telling you this, Fred. I'm sorry. It's gone. It's completely gone. I have no idea what I was talking about. Oh, the coffee. Never mind. It came back to me. But while I was there, I was able to visit a Japanese tea garden in San Francisco. And while I was there, I got tea, and I got a special mug that has koi fish on it, and it has a loose leaf tea strainer, and I'm gonna make tea in it at some point, but because that feels like it would be good on my throat. And so you were saying you drank coffee. I had coffee earlier, and it made my throat feel better, and so I think I'm gonna try out my new tea mug. There's my cool story, bro. No reason story that I just really needed you to know about. A Muppet and Kachoo combined. That's so funny. I think that's good, Thomas, that you're working on your stuff and that you know what you want to do. Or you're I love outlining so much. It is so fun. And I like my first drafting, even though I know a lot of people don't like doing that. So I'm excited for the next spot, but I'm not gonna. I'm being a hypocrite. I'm doing the first, second, third thing because I'm gonna make sure that I do critique partnering for Jenna first, and then so that I can work on my stuff next. And it is like a nice break / reward for finishing my outline. But I am excited to start drafting once I'm finished with critique partnering. I finished this one. This is so exciting. Okay, let me see. Quick. Oh, nice. I want to get a loose leaf tea strainer. I love black tea and green tea as well. It's so good. I'm not trying to be a tea snob either, but I used to hate green tea, and it turns out I was burning it. You have to have it at a certain like level, like temperature, and so now we have like a kettle that has like a little temperature thermometer thing in it. I love loose tea strainers, are so good. I've got a stainless steel one and I'm obsessed. I use it every day. It's so good, Lefty. I'm so glad you're also a tea snob. I'm highlighting this message to spend some channel points. That's awesome. Feels like cicadas should not be out in this loud this early in the day. Okay, so that's something that really flipped me the fuck out when I was visiting. They have like no bugs. And I was telling Jenna about it whenever we were walking around Stanford, because I was like, you know, oh my gosh, I was walking around Stanford and I was just like, I don't understand like what's happening because the trees aren't screaming. And she's like, I'm concerned by what you're saying. And I was like, no, the cicadas, it's the cicadas. I'm just joking. Trees don't scream. Not that we can hear. But okay, let me tell you real quick about why the walk, like why the hike flipped me out. So when I was traveling, I started feeling a little spacey and a little dissociative because everything felt so weird and so foreign and so like just otherworldly. It just felt like very strange, like I was in a video game or on another planet or something. And that kind of spacing out is called depersonalization, where I just kind of don't, like I kind of feel floaty and strange in this new spot. And it's not bad. I wasn't like triggered or anything, but I was like, oh, I know. You know, it's been kind of strange, especially the palm trees. Not a fan. They really flip me the fuck out. Like I'm like not okay around palm trees for some reason. There's something like, it looks like an organ that's like out of the body, or it looks like a deep sea creature that like is on land. I don't like it. I don't know why that was like a fear. It's like kind of, I don't, it really icked me out. So I was like, I know, I'm going to go see the redwoods and sequoias and stuff. So I went to the big basin and I was like, I'm going to do my grounding exercises where you go through like, they call it like the rainbow or whatever, but it's like 3 things that you see and things that are red and things that are green, stuff like that. And it's like 5 things you hear and stuff like that. So here is what's stacked up to be the most dissociative hiking experience of my goddamn life. So I'm on this hike and everything is going fine, but nothing looks right because I'm surrounded by these trees and some are taller than apparently like the Statue of Liberty. So I'm like just surrounded by these huge organic creatures and beings, and I'm just like, oh my god. And there's no brush because there's not a lot of like greenery, if that makes sense. And so there's just sand and there's not like dirt. It's like sandy, silty dirt. And it was very silent sounding. And then around Appalachia, if all the bugs are quiet, it means there's a predator close by. And so there are no bugs there. Like there's no mosquitoes whizzing by. I saw like 1 butterfly and 1 dragonfly on this like 5-mile hike stupid thing that I decided to do like a fucking idiot. And so I was just like, okay, this is gonna be all right. And I can do this. And I was solo hiking. So then I ran into a couple hikers, which was like the only other people I ran into, and I helped take their picture next to the big trees and stuff. And they were like, you're hiking by yourself? And I was like, yeah, like this random what is it called? Not DNR. It's not DNR there. Like a park ranger who like randomly materialized next to me, asked me where I was going, and gave me a map. And she told me to go this way, and then you go east, and then you hop on this trail, and like you do all this stuff so that I could get the most flora and fauna that I could possibly see. And so I did that. And she's like, and are you okay with hiking? I was like, I live in Appalachia. She's like, you'll be fine. And this isn't even like a hard trail. It's just, you know, you have to like keep your wits about you kind of thing. So I'm looking, and it turns out there are all these things that are telling you, be careful. There are like mountain lions and bears and coyotes and shit. And I'm like, oh no. So I'm like hyper aware and listening to everything. So there's no sound, and even the sounds of like the birds weren't right because the birds aren't the same. The smells or sorry, not the smell, the sound. So the sounds are weird. The sights are strange. Nothing is quite right. And then what was really strange is that the sense of smell was odd, because there's a blooming flower called something something everlasting, and it made everything smell like pancakes and syrup, like to the point where I was like a little gaggy sometimes. I felt like someone was shoving like the scent of pancakes and syrup like up my nose, and I was like, this is so weird. There's no like rotting leaf smell or like overturned earth smell like at all. And then at a certain point as I'm walking back, I'm like, okay, it says that the place where I left my car is like a mile and a quarter away, and it's all downhill, so it should be okay. So I'm like walking down this like fire path that's all dusty, and there's some guy who's like maybe a half a mile behind me, but the sound travels really easily, who just is strolling and playing his guitar and singing. And he was very talented, like it's fine, but I'm like, where the fuck am I? Like, what world am I in? Like, I think I went to the other world for a second. So, oh my gosh, it was crazy. Anyway, I'm just gonna be like, so the cicadas remind me, boiled water burns green and makes it much more bitter. Yeah. It makes it bitter. You have to like simmer it or warm it. I'm the tea snob and I have no shame about it anymore. Good. This is strange. The trees aren't screaming. I want that to be in a book. I think that's a good idea. It was funny because whenever I was telling my therapist about the trip, she was like, "This reminds me of Ashes." I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot you read my book." The trees aren't screaming. Something's wrong. The screaming trees, your first horror story. Maybe I'll steal it for an Odo story. You totally can. Well, look at me using the wrong your. Oh, I didn't even notice. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, I got the grounding exercise too, where I'm supposed to focus on my senses instead of the rumbling in my brain. Yes, I was supposed to focus on my senses, but all the senses were wrong. All the senses were scaring me. So I was even floatier whenever I left. I really feel that I own. I haven't been to the Redwood Sequoias area of California for years, but I remember that being absolutely wild. It is such a weird experience. That's wild. The California is wild. That sounds so weird to be enforced but not smell like musty leaves. I know! I was like, where are the leaves? Where's the rot? Like, there's nothing in here. That's awesome, LMAO. That guy was definitely a Fae trap. I thought he was too. I was like, this is the Faeest Fae trap ever. I saw two, I think. I think he was one. And then there was one where there was a stump that was huge, perfect for resting. It was surrounded by other big trees, and there was a beam of light right on it. And then I suddenly felt so tired, and I just needed to sit down for a minute. And I was like, no, I know what this is. And as soon as I passed it, I felt fine. So I was like, yeah. That my man is from the Unseelie Court. That's exactly what it reminded me of. I took a video of him because I'm like, I don't know if he's like real. Like, I don't know. I took a video of him. So, and I had to zoom in. And it was really, what creeped me out a lot too, I know I'm supposed to be on break, but what creeped me out too is that like, what's the word for it? I would stop to take a picture or a video or something, and then he would get closer, and then I'd like kind of speed walk away, and then he'd get closer again. So I was like, oh, because he's walking. I mean, that's allowed, but I'm just like, yeah, where's the smell of squirrel shit? That's right. Speaking of just Fae traps, hi a Nintendo. I really, really, really love your username. I know I said that last time, but I felt like I saw a Fae trap in Scotland. It was the super old oak tree with a hollow at the bottom of the trunk, and we were like, no, let's not step inside. We'll be spirited away. Yes, for sure. For sure. You have to be careful with that shit. Oh my gosh. Okay. I have about like 20 more minutes left before I have to go to that training. Thanks for bearing with me. Okay. Let's see. What's the new thing? Oh, right, the game. There's like a game or something. What? It's just set up. Where did she put it? Oh, it's just on the floor? Jesus Christ. Alright, hold on. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this stupid table out. I'm gonna put this on top. And I'll put the game on there too. Right, what is there like expenses I need to do with this? Okay, it's common. Also, why do I have all this Halloween stuff out? Oh, I get +1 recommendation, and then what about these little guys? Fantasy and drama, and then also what about this one? Interesting. Those are really good. No wonder I keep having it out. Okay, I think that the school is gonna be out of. Okay, I did that. I think school is letting out this week, so or like the final exams, so I'm gonna go to the school. Why is it so expensive? It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Fact, classics, and drama. Right, fact, classics, drama. Then we'll do more fact and classics. More drama. And then a bunch of fact because I think their final exams are coming up, so I think that'll affect it. Also, oh my gosh, sorry, I'm not looking at the messages. I just got sucked into sorting and then I just like let it go. It was the last tree left standing from a very old forest. Like there were new trees now, but that was the last one from the old forest. Ooh, that gives me the good feels, the creepy feels. I did find a gate in a tree. In a tree years ago when we were hiking up Bear Mountain. I tried to find the picture I took, but I couldn't find it in 30 seconds. Maybe I'll look again tonight when I'm off work. Please do that. I am horrified. I will never get tired of people liking my username. Also, no idea what y'all are talking about, but since you mentioned writing sense, one of my books has a mouse protagonist, so I had to change my thinking from sight to scent. Oh, good thinking. Long story short, I had to beg a friend to let me huff her catnip. Also, P.S. I love that you mumble at yourself for clarity, Iona. I feel less alone. Am I mumbling now? I'm so glad that you do that, Lefty. School, expensive, must be in the States. It is definitely in the States. Although, this one might not be in the States. I was horrified at Stanford. Oh! I was horrified to learn what, like, the prices of things and like tuition and room and board and stuff are at Stanford. It's like a crazy amount of money. Because I went there to try and I was like, oh, well, I'll just go in this shop. I have to use the bathroom anyway, so I'll like just go in the bookstore and get my family some Stanford merch just to like have. And then like I was like, oh, there was just this big like regular t-shirt that just had Stanford on. Like there was no color, there was nothing. I looked at it, was like $150. I was like, they won't get anything from this store, it's fine. Aw, they're freaking out. Oh no, I dropped my notes. Oh god. What happened? Are their notes gone? Oh, it's snowing. I don't want to talk to this guy. Guy fucking sucks. He's always like, I have things to do. I'm like, okay, well, stop lazing around. I still don't know what. There's some sort of mystery about St. Buxtonbury. Oh, what's this? Okay, too many deadlines in exam. There are not enough hours in the day to do it all and get enough sleep. While the students are stressing about their exams. Oh, it's -20 to everything. Oh no. I thought they'd really need books. Okay, historical setting. Kids book. There we go. Little Women. That's a good one. I remembered I had the picture posted on Facebook, so I copied it from there and posted it in CC. Oh, I can't wait. I will say that I've heard that the U.S. college system is horrifying. Education is indeed horrifying. Like, I've got student debt, but it's not like that insane. Thank God. You can buy whole ass houses with those sums. You can. It's crazy. Just got to the mall and have one of those we print t-shirts. Places make your Stanford shirt. Could actually put a cool logo on it. See, that's what I'm talking about, where I'm like, I'm not getting that. I'm gonna order it from Amazon like a goddamn American. A cheap American. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's a great, great idea. Oh, she's taking care of everything. Really nice advised me on how to take some time off for the year. Yeah. I'm looking for the Scotland tree, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Don't hesitate to recommend something scary. Female pen literature. Okay, oh my god, scary and female pen. Okay. Oh, what about Dracula? That's not female pen. Okay, hold on. Hmm. Is that name Sinead? I think the name is Sinead. Let's try this one because oh. Mm. Um, because this one is Twisted Love is scary to me, but I'm gonna try this. Let's try it. Okay. Well, I don't know. Let's see. I lucked out that my wife was teaching at the university while I studied, so I got half my tuition off, so I only owed $30,000 in debt. That's good. I mean, that's still so much money, but that is so much better than how everyone else has it. So that's really good. Oh, good. Everyone's putting their spooky pictures on Cyborg Central. Let's do the perks of being a wallflower. What's Valpera? I don't think I've ever heard of that. Oh, by Mary Shelley. When did that come out? 1823? Okay. I didn't realize The Perks of Being a Wallflower was published in 1999. That is not what I was expecting. Oh, I could have given Inferno too. I'm gonna try Les Mis for them. Good, yes. Honestly, this is doing better than I thought we would. We're making that moolah. Also, now I want to check Cyborg Central real quick. Oh, that is a serious straight up gate. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Lefty, that's so pretty though. I totally would have fallen for it. I would have walked in there. That's a humongous fucking tree too. Wow. I love how you're in the first photo you look scared. You're like a little like hee hee. But the first one with the little gate that goes into it, that's not right. That doesn't feel right. That's so funny. There needs to be a Iona's Shenanigans channel on Cyborg Central so we don't have to disrupt writing. Oh man. I was thinking about having my own Discord, but I also don't want to like. There's like, it's easy to be like tasteless about where I'm just like, oh yeah, everyone that's Jenna's audience. How about you're all like only on my channel? You know what I mean? So. Wonder if I can. And I also don't want to have my own channel in Cyborg Central because that's not cool. I feel like, but I think it would be good if we had like a little group or something. Maybe I can make that. I have my own spot that I had as my Patreon, but then I paused my Patreon whenever I took a break from my Creepycore and Folklore podcast. So, and I also, if I were to set it up again, I'd kind of want to kind of selfishly make a little bit of dollars from it. But then I also feel weird asking people to pay to talk and something that's not going to get as much attention as like. So I think what I'm trying to say is I think I need to brainstorm what I can bring to the table that isn't just a copy paste of Cyborg Central because no one can ever copy paste it. Maybe it can be more related to like, instead of writing, maybe it's more related to like fairy tales or something. I'll have to think on it. And if you have any ideas, then I'm totally open for it too. Oh yeah, maybe a streaming channel on Cyborg Central since a couple more people also now streams and art. That's a really good idea. I think you are legally allowed to join more than one person's Discord. No, I'm not trying to like, okay, so for instance, like a couple years, well, basically a couple years ago, someone else did that where they're like, I'm going to start my own writing channel over here and everyone needs to pay to be a part of it. And it was just a weird, what turned into was it was this weird knockoff of Cyborg Central that was really like power control oriented and very strange atmosphere. And what ended up happening is that anyone who got like banned or who was very disruptive at Cyborg Central would then go over to that Discord, and it just attracted like a really rough crowd. And then another person did it, and they basically made a writing Discord server, which is like fine. That part's fine, but it's like, I personally feel like that's a little bit in poor taste when that's how you met everyone, and they already have it made with Cyborg Central, you know what I mean? Like there's nothing different that they offered, and this other person made her her own version of it where basically she only let people in that were big fans of hers. So she basically started like a paid fan club, and it was fucking weird. So I was like, I just don't want to be a weirdo is really the long and short of it. I just don't want to do that. So I think for now I'll ask Jenna if there could be like a streaming one, or maybe it should be under the YouTube channel or something. And then I have been wanting to start my own Discord and start up Patreon again and just make it like really cheap. But because I already have everything all set up, like my Discord right now. Hold on. Here are the channels in it. And there were a couple people, but I just paused. I didn't kick anyone out, but I just paused it because I was like I'm not doing like a weekly thing. So, but I had, wait, that's my personal one. Hold on, so I don't forget anything. Oh my God, where's my? There it is. It's called Folklore Core, like corp, like spelled like corporation. But I have the rules, I have a general chat, spooky stuff, super spooky stuff in case it was like gory or like tapped into any phobias, and then art because someone was making artwork and wanted that. So I think it would be good if I like did something that added a little bit more, because before it was all focused on my podcast. But now I'm wondering if there's a way I can make it a little more, like just offer something different, you know? Let's see. Okay, good. Sorry. Okay. Um, maybe, okay, I guess I got that one. I don't think it would be an issue. I'm in a couple different writing discords and it doesn't take me away from Discord more than the others. Yeah, that's the other thing too, is like, I'm not saying that other people can't, like, it's weird if, it's like, it wouldn't be weird if you're in a bunch of different, or if I'm in a bunch of different writing ones, or reading ones. I'm in a bunch, or I was in a bunch of reading ones, and then I kind of just like, kind of only go in Cyborg Central because I got a little overwhelmed. But I more so don't want to be, it's not that I think I would, like, you guys are your own people. It's not that I think I would steal anyone away or anything like that. It's not like that. It's more like the only people I've met so far that have done that have been weirdos where they start off in Cyborg Central, make a carbon copy of it, and then do a lot of weird shit over there, and I just don't want to be a weirdo. So I think that's what's stopping me. And I just have to put more thought into it. Honestly, like, it's a really cool experience to see this tree. At the same time, though, I really got the sense too that I was not very happy tree. That's totally, you gotta go with your gut. But I probably wouldn't be happy too if I was like the last one left from a group. It was a really old, beautiful tree. I would be happy to support a Patreon. That's so kind, Thomas. Thank you. Do something like a productivity Discord. Oh my gosh, I can make it all. Oh my god, I can make it all about ADHD and autism and OCD and like coping skills and stuff like that. I say as I told you that I failed to ground while in California, but whatever. I think I know who you're talking about. Oh yeah, there are two people. I can private message you who they were too. There are two people that I was like, that's cringy. That's gross. I mean, you are a weirdo, but a delightful one. I mean, like a scam artist weirdo. When there's been so many bad experiences in the past, I understand your hesitance. Yeah, it's like, it's one of those fears, and honestly, this taps into one of my OCD things of like, am I gonna turn into? Okay, it's in 10 minutes. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to read your messages. Yeah, I get those feelings. It doesn't help that there's like a history there. I think people who have known you for a bit know you're not like that, but I get the thoughts are there. Yeah. And also, it would be kind of nice to have some of my own, you know, like folks that I know of from like Instagram and stuff be able to go there, so we can talk about spooky stuff, and we can talk about, maybe we can talk about like neurodivergence and productivity. You're totally right. I think that's a really good idea, is having like a productivity Discord. Thank you for suggesting that. But I'm also, again, not trying to squeeze any money out of anybody or anything, because I know that the economy is crazy. So I can also ask Jenna about having a streaming channel so that everyone can put in like whenever they're streaming and stuff. But yeah, that'd be fun. But yeah, we're all writers. We're rich. I love that. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to, I think, close up shop here and change into not a t-shirt in front of this person that's gonna train me, and then go to this training. And thank you so much for being here and supportive while I've been figuring things out. And congrats to all the people that have been reaching their goals and stuff. And I got a shit ton of work done somehow, even though I was having fun and my voice is non-existent. So thank you. Thankfully, you're not an awful person, and your friends want to see you succeed in whatever way you feel most comfortable. Thanks, Em. You're so sweet. Very, very kind. Very cool. Well, thank you for being here. I'll be here tomorrow, I think. Oh, wait, no, I have a dentist appointment. Hold on. What even is tomorrow? Is tomorrow Wednesday? What is going on? Oh my gosh, I have a dentist appointment at 2. Okay. I might do the same thing where I hop on at 12 or something. Like, and then go for like an hour and a half or maybe even 11. Ugh, we're gonna play it by ear tomorrow. I'm so sorry. I did not realize there were all these weird things going on. Weirdly, Thursday and Friday are fine. So, whatever. So tomorrow will be another earlier stream. So thank you for being patient with me this week, because I was like, all right, next week is going to be good to go. And yesterday I felt like crap, and today is kind of weird because it was like whenever I posted in Cyborg Central that I was going to do it a little like an hour earlier, it's because I had been told at that very moment, there's like, oh yeah, let's just hop on. Like, I scheduled it for this time. You're fine with that, right? I'm like, yep. So, but yeah, okay, cool. Very cool. Yeah, last fish. I don't know why I'm fishing. I need to go. But good luck with your training. Thank you. Oh my god, Thomas, stop finding the gross tapes. Yeah, actually, everyone fish. I'm gonna change and I'll be right back. I'll be right back. 1 minute. I'm gonna put on like a dress or some shit. Hold on. Kachoo is here. I look professional. I'm not re-wearing the same outfit. Look, here's the dress. Here's the dress. Here's the dress. I think it's fun because it has flowers on it, and then also my headphones kind of match it a little bit because it's like kind of pink or whatever. See? And it has pockets in it, so that's kind of fun. I don't know why I would need that right now, but it's fine. So, yeah. Thank you. It's so pretty, so cute. Snazzy. Thank you so much. Ah, fancy. I love it. And it's kind of like we get to go up into the end, because that's honestly what I think it's hilarious that I was like, oh my gosh, I have to go to the bathroom and change into a different outfit. And that's going to take me like a half an hour. And I literally just ran out and came back, and I didn't have to stop the stream or anything. So, excuse, you always need pockets. Fancy and floral. Thank you, thank you. I think it's fun. It's a different shape than what I'm used to. I usually wear A-line outfits because A-line's very flattering for like lots of different body types. But this one kind of like is like A-line, but then it kind of goes straight down instead of out. So it's not a mermaid cut, but it's like a little more mermaidy than usual. I'm gonna go over here and close up shop and save the game so that I can flip right over to no. Why am I not remembering how to save the game? Oh, escape. There we go. Alright. That was fun. And now we'll just wait a minute for the sparkles to know that we completed our productivity sprints. Kachoo's disgruntled mew. He sounds so grouchy. He's so upset when he doesn't know what he wants though, because I'm like trying to hold him or whatever, and he's just whatever. Look at this guy. Look at this thing. He doesn't even know. He doesn't know what's going on. He's probably going to start falling asleep. Usually when I hold him like this, he just starts falling asleep. But here's some Kachoo purrs for the road. There you go. Yeah. Well, thank you. Here comes the sparkles. Woo! Shimmer, sparkle, glitter. He's afraid you'll leave again. Probably. He's crazy. He's like, Mother, you left me for 5 whole days. Yeah. Very cool. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I'm going to go to my meeting, and I hope I'm able to, like, absorb information. Bye. Here, I'll do a long bye. Bye. I totally get that autism mom having to go home for a cough. I hope you feel better soon. Bye. See you. Thanks for being here.